wanted to do a video that I think would be kind of funny. It is a Bobby effect. Kind of like back in the day I used to talk like Ed and everybody would start talking like Ed. Hello. All those things. People used to love it when I did that, believe it or not. But one of the things that is a legitimate thing with me is people will say something to me and then I'll just give a random future prediction for no reason. I'll give you an example. Blondie was like, this guy, who's me, he was like, oh, we're gonna give him the opportunity to get everything he wants and the woman he loves and fix everything, and all he has to do is trust us. And I was like, that sounds like a good idea. It's not like you guys like assaulted him, hurt him, lied to him, did all the evil things, showed that you have no values or integrity of any kind, kept hurting him, and then when he asked you to stop, you just kept doing it, and then when everything went wrong and got bad, he went ahead and blamed him and said it was all his fault when you fucked everything up. And Blondie just stared at me. Because that's exactly what he did. There was this funny moment when I was talking to Anal Eating Mummy God also. You know what? That one's not that great. Oh, no, that one is pretty funny. He was like, basically I was on my same phone I have now. My whatever the fuck, AG1, whatever, LG1 phone. And he told me to look up a picture of him, and I was like, wow, look at that. Look at the snarls on that guy, which is why Dementus has a big nose. It's actually a reference to Anal Eating Mummy. And he was like, yeah. I was like, man, you just picture him in black robes eating babies. And he went, what? He looks like a damn Nosferatu. Yeah, I said that to him. And it's funny because that's what you do as president. But I said that when I was at Wendy's. Stew is one of my favorites ever because this is something I did a lot of. Stew was like, you should come join our church and you'll find out the truth about all serial killers. And I was like, am I going to find out that you're actually a real serial killer and all serial killers actually kill people for the stupidest reason you could ever imagine, religion? And he went, argh! Because that was right. I did a bunch of these. I think I already said this one. I was talking to one of the wives out there in the desert, and I was like, you were actually groomed into being a BBW by your dad. You just didn't realize it, and like that. And she was like, oh no, I was groomed into being a BBW by my dad. Like, I'm literally just flying by the buck here. I don't have a script or anything. I'm literally just trying to remember these outright. Fucking my cuddle buddy. She got a promise ring from her boyfriend, and she was so thrilled about it because she told him the week before she wasn't ready for marriage and she didn't want to get married. He gave her a promise ring and she didn't know what it is, and I was like, he went ahead and gave you the promise ring because he's going to be asking you to marry him the next time you guys go to dinner. And they went to dinner and he literally asked her to marry him in front of his family because he was trying to pressure her into marrying him. I mean, I don't, whatever, but yeah, it was just kind of obvious. My idiot friend Taco, we were talking about playing Halo, and he was like, I want to play Halo with you, I found something special, and I was like, it's not in the world builder thing where you can turn into the Oracle and fly around, and he went, ah, because that's what he found that was special. Yeah, I literally do this, like, all the time. People will say something, and then I'll fucking go off the next fucking tangent. I think it was Ganon who was like, we're the real superior beings, and I was like, yeah, and then you're gonna find out there's a stacking order, and the guy above you is the superior being, and the guy above him is the superior being, and the only guy that's a true superior being is the guy at the top. Oh, same thing with this church. Same thing with this church. When I was talking to the black people at Wendy's, because the black people aren't allowed in the last 3 tiers of the church. You're not allowed up there because it's racist. And you're not allowed to go to Ain Eaton Mummy's temple out in the Utah desert. It's only white people allowed there. Yeah, fun fact. Fun fact. So, what was the brain fart? What was the brain fart? Whoops, brain fart. So when I was talking to the black people at fucking Wendy's, they were like, "Oh, come join our church. We're not racist. There's no racism in our church. We're not, because they were self-hating black people. They're the worst types of black people, self-hating black people. And I was like, oh man, it's not. I was like, you guys think you're superior beings, but then when you get far enough into your church, you find out that you can't even go up the next 2 runs because you're black." Literally said that to him. Oh man, good times, good times. Yeah. So I guess I want to talk about this other thing. I know these church members watch my shit. And this is the shit. They try to circumnavigate your psychology, and they're relentless, and they'll harass you forever. Whatever. I don't give a shit. But, yeah. So, one of the dudes was like, literally just recently, you had one bad experience. One bad experience? One bad experience. We're gonna need a paper here. One bad experience. Let's talk about this. Stu murdered a girl in Ackworth. That's one girl. He murdered a kid in Ackworth. That's 2. And tried to frame me for these. Two literal homicides. Literal homicides. He murdered a woman down here. 3. He murdered another woman. 4. That's 4. He tried to frame me for a crime and completely failed, so I guess that didn't really do anything. But let's talk about the heavy metal poisoning. How many times did your filthy, disgusting fucking church poison me with heavy metals? I don't know. And I don't think I could know that because all the way back to fucking high school with Sean Andrews, I was getting poisoned by heavy metals. Isn't that something? And even if I counted the times I knew versus the times I didn't know, it would possibly be over 100. So that's 104 bad experiences with you people. But let's not end it there. Because there was the being retarded on heavy metals, and then being dragged by the legal system because I didn't know anything because I was retarded on heavy metals. So, what's that? 105? It's 105 bad experiences? Aluminum phosphide poisoning. The times you guys poisoned me. So we had let's go over. We had the one time at Wendy's. Officer Fred. No. 3 times. It was 3 times at Wendy's with Officer Fred, where you guys poisoned me and then tried to drive slow in front of my car. Is that 2 separate events, or do you just count that as... It doesn't matter. I'm gonna give it a 3. I would give it a 3.5, but I'm not an asshole. Okay. So, we got 3. That's 108 times I've had a bad experience with you bastards. Keep that in mind. Alright, so we got 108, but wait. There was also, what's-her-face? The stupid kid that died, his mother, I forget her name. Oh, Rachel Johnson's mother. Poisoned my coffee at racetrack, and I drank that. So, let's go over that. That's 109. We got 109 bad experiences with you people. Okay. There was my cuddle buddy misleading me in everything, continuously lying. That's 110. It's 110 bad experiences with you people. Now let's go over the court. $4 billion. I would argue that you guys have given me $4 billion bad experiences by denying me the $4 billion. You denied me when you made me president. You forced me to have sex with a corpse. You forced me to do all those nasty things and everything else you made me do and I didn't even want to do those things. So $4 billion. There we go. Yeah, $4 billion. So we are at like 111 if we just ignore that $4 billion. Oh, wait, you stole my money from the Middle East. That's 112 bad experiences. All right, 112 bad experiences with you people. I know. We're getting there. Oh, my friend, what's her face? I don't even remember her fucking name. Jordan. Stu murdered her. So we're gonna go with 113 bad experiences. 113 bad experiences. Thank you for the tachycardia, by the way. Which I'm gonna add that. Heart problems. That's amazing. What about the vision problems from the cadmium from Uncle Ruckus's self-hating, racist, retarded ass? Okay, so let's go 115 bad experiences with you people. So what else? I'm gonna say 115 is not actually enough bad experiences. I'm gonna be clear on this. I know there were other things. Oh, there was that time you froze my fucking bank account. That's 116. So I couldn't go to court. The worst experience of my life. The court case in Ackworth where Uncle Ruckus poisoned me with heavy metals, took me to fucking court, that fucking faggot, and then fucking dragged me through the entire court process while I was retarded on heavy metals. Keep them fighting one hand behind their back, am I right? It's 117. All the tickets from Officer Fred and Stu. Yes, they kept writing me fake tickets. I think the lady said I had come there with about 10. So that's 127 bad experiences with you people. Oh my God. So I just want to clear this. I know there's more. I just can't think of them. Oh, stealing my friends and going around showing people a lewd video of me with the baby. That's 129 bad experiences with you people. Oh, the cinema guy stealing my idea. That's 130 bad experiences with you people. Blondie stealing Mary Bowberry. 131 bad experiences. And he also took my entire sex harem, which is supposed to be about like 40 women or some shit like that. So we'll just go with 182 bad experiences with you people. And let's be honest. Luigi Mangione not giving people health care. That's 183. And I'm not going to say the other ones, but we're going to just go 185 bad experiences with you people. So if you're a member from this church and you approach me, don't just go, you had one bad experience, bud. I had 185 bad experiences with you people. And if you want to rectify this, everybody in your fucking church can take a tablespoon of cadmium and not get chelation therapy. But you're not gonna, because you don't do responsibility. And you don't have integrity. Stop lying about it. So, be sure, the next time one of your people approach me, go, we know you had 185 bad experiences, so let me make it. Oh, wait, I did forget the coffee poisoning down here, so we're just going to add 186 bad experiences with you people. So when you send them out, be like, remember, you've had close to 186 bad experiences with us, and you're here to make it 187. Yeah. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a bit lighter than my angry rants earlier. As stated, the only good member of this church is a... Yeah. That was another one. I said the Blondie. Well, it's like, you guys are gonna make this guy chelate himself and fix all of his memories and shit, and then you're gonna find out another church fucked up his mind, which there were two other religions that fucked up my mind before this church even came along. Don't let religious people anywhere near your family or friends.